Hello, good evening. We'll give a couple more minutes to see if anyone else is going to join. So in the meantime, oh, we already have one more. Perfect. Oh, yay, a couple more. Amazing. Awesome. Okay, so if you guys have a blanket handy or a couple pillows or anything that you can grab, or even a comfy sweater, a long sweater, just use for some props towards the end. And then if you have a journal or even your phone to write down on or a piece of paper, we're just going to do a couple prompts at the end. So we'll get started. So tonight's going to be just a gentle flow. We're just going to get the body moving a little bit warmed up, get some energy flowing throughout the body. And then we're going to bring it down with some restorative poses. So just some poses that will be held for 1 to 2 minutes each. And then we're going to finish off with some calming breath work that will bring you to a state of relaxation, some meditation, and you guys are going to be feeling amazing. I'm just going to get everyone to mute themselves. There we go, perfect. All right, so if you'd like to get started on your back in Shavasana, so just laying on your back, you can have your heels to the outside edges of the mat, allowing your toes to fall out to the side, hands down by your side, palms facing up, or if you'd like the soles of your feet together and allowing your knees to fall out to the side, whatever feels good for you. And then just focusing on your breath. So just closing down the eyes to start, and without trying to change the breath, without judging what it's doing, just kind of noticing what's happening. And at the same time, just noticing how you're feeling. Again, without trying to change it, without judging or labeling, just becoming aware of what's going on. Just noticing, are you taking short, constricted breaths from the top of the chest? Or are you taking longer, slower, deep breaths coming to the bottom of the belly? And again, not judging what's happening, just noticing. And then now beginning to deepen the breath. So as you breathe in, allow the air to come all the way down to the belly. Feel the belly rise. Feel the chest rise, feel the shoulders rise. And as you exhale, feel the shoulders fall, chest fall, and belly pull into the spine. Just taking a few deep breaths like this. If you want to place one hand on the stomach and one hand on the chest, that feels good for you, you can do that. Just noticing the air coming in and down and up and out. On the inhale, feel a little bit more space being created in the body, mind. On the exhale, just letting go of the day, letting go of the week, letting go of any expectations, any judgments, just bringing yourself into the present moment. Taking a couple more deep breaths like this in through the nose, out through the nose, using the full capacity of the lungs. And then just let the breath go. Maybe setting an intention for practice tonight if something comes up. If nothing comes up, that's okay. You can always use the intention of just being present, being kind and compassionate to yourself. If you have set an intention, then just letting it go. Bringing some movement into the body now, wiggling the fingers and toes. Doing a stretch overhead from the fingertips to the toes, nice big stretch. And then bringing the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Grab onto the knees and just start to do some circles. So bringing the knees out to the side, in, the chest. Going with the breath, inhaling out, together and up. And then just moving them in the opposite direction, pushing the knees away, bringing them out to the side and pulling them back in. Same with the breath. And then bringing the knees together, separating them wide to the side of the torso, bringing the soles of the feet up to the sky, grabbing behind the hamstring, grabbing the calf, or maybe the outside of the feet, coming into happy baby, pushing the low back into the mat, pull the belly button in, gently rock side to side, massaging that low back, opening up the hip, and then bringing the knees back together, bringing the arms out to its key palms facing up, and then just coming into a nice gentle twist. So allow the knees to drop over to the right. Bring the right hand to the left knee, and then just gently look over to the left. You keep the eyes closed here if that feels good, or open them up. Again, long, slow, deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Not forcing anything, just allowing it to be. And then slowly bringing the feet back to center, allowing them to drop to the left. Maybe the left hand comes to the right knee, looking over towards the right shoulder. In through the nose, out through the nose. Slowly bringing yourself back to center. Just grabbing behind the hamstrings now, rocking and rolling along the spine a couple of times, massaging the back until you make your way to a comfortable seated position. So cross-legged if that feels good. If it's uncomfortable to be cross-legged, you can have a pillow under your butt just to elevate the butt a little bit and lengthen the low back. And we're just going to start inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead. And exhale, you're going to lean over to the right, looking under the left armpit. Nice side body stretch. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, over to the right. Sorry, over to the left. Good. Inhale, reach back up. Exhaling over to the right. This time you're going to hold here for a couple breaths. Pull the right hand in towards you. Drop the shoulder down. Pull the elbow into the wrist. Looking under that left armpit, reaching through the left fingertips as you push the left hip down to the mat. Feel that side body stretch from the left hip to the arm all the way to the fingertips. And then slowly coming back up. So your left fingertips are going to come to you right here. Pushing through the right fingertips, dropping the shoulders down, and then gently allowing the left ear to fall to the left shoulder, stretching out the neck. That feel really good. How often do we think about stretching our neck? You can slowly bring the chin to the chest. Notice how that feels in the back of the neck, the trap back of the shoulder. And then lifting the chin gently, keeping the shoulders drop down. Just noticing how that feels in the front of the neck and the front of the shoulder, down to the bicep. Then gently just slide the left hand into the left ear and allow your head to come back up. Bringing the hands to the lap and just noticing how the different sides of the neck feel for a moment. And going to the other side, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, reaching over to the left. Same thing, staying here for a couple breaths. Lifting the chest on the inhale. Thinking a little lower on the exhale. Pull the left hand, left elbow towards you. Under the right armpit, reaching, shifting the right hip closer towards the mat. And then on your next inhale, rising back up, right fingertips come to the left ear. Left fingertips out to the side, you're rocking the shoulders down. Right ear gently goes towards the right shoulder. And you can gently bring the chin down, but keeping the right ear to right shoulder. The shoulders want to hike up, really just think about dropping them down. And then bringing the chin gently up. One side can feel completely different. And sliding right hand to right ear. And just bringing the head back up to the center, bringing the hands to the lap for a moment. Again, just noticing how that feels. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big breath outside of the day. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go, present. Last time, deep breath in through the nose, the deepest breath you take it today. Hold at the top, feel your lift, and slowly exhale through the nose. So firing up your ujjayi breath, long, slow, deep breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, slight constriction at the back of the throat, it sounds like the ocean. So if you're sitting next to someone, hear them, but if someone was across from the room from you, they should be able to hear you breathe. So inhale, reach your arms up overhead, nice big stretch. And then we're gonna bring the arms down in front of you, coming to our tabletop position. So shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knee, tops of the feet flat on the mat. Starting with a few rounds of cat-cow, working with that breath. On your inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back with the chin and the chest. And on the exhale, round and curl, belly button to the spine, squeezing the glutes. Inhaling to cow, pulling the heart forward, drawing shoulders back. Exhaling to cat, pull belly button in, push the ground away. So now just flowing with your breath, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Maybe doing circles with the hips and the shoulders if that feels good in one direction. You can close down the eyes if that feels good for you. And then going in the other direction. Intuitively moving here, allowing your breath to guide you. Remembering that yoga is so much about the breath. If you ever feel like you need a break or there's a pose that you're not feeling, you can always just take a moment and reconnect with your breath, and that's what doing yoga. So just a couple more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then just resting back in your tabletop position. So back is nice and flat, belly button is zipped up. Thread the needle, inhale, right arm lifts up, reaching towards, looking towards right fingertip. And then exhale, right arm threads underneath left, drop the right shoulder, drop the right ear. Again, inhale, lift up, right fingertips lift. Exhale, right hand threads underneath left, right shoulder drops, right ear drops. Last time, inhale, up and twist. And exhale, thread that needle. We're gonna hold it down here for a couple of breaths. Right shoulder drops, right ear drops. Pushing through the left fingertips, hips are nice and high, belly button is in. So staying here, pushing through right shoulder and left fingertip, looking over that left shoulder, nice stretch on that right shoulder. If you want more, you can reach the left hand towards the front of the mat, straightening that left arm. And if you want even more, you can reach the left fingertips around to the low back, or all the way around to the top of the right thigh. But again, only whatever feels good for you. One more breath out here. And then slowly release. Left hand comes down, right hand comes back to your tabletop position. On your next inhale, rock yourself forward. Shoulders pull back, elbows by the ribs, strong through the core. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the chin. Inhale, sweep the chest forward, hands under the shoulders. Top of the feet on the mat, hamstrings are engaged so the knees are lifted. Push the pelvis into the mat, but pull the belly button in. Draw the shoulders back, pull the shoulder blades together, and elbows come back by the ribs. Imagine you're pulling your heart forward, coming into baby cobra. And then exhale, lower down. Push into the hands, and then sit the hips all the way back on the heels, coming to child's pose just for a moment. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. And then on your next inhale, come back forward, tabletop position. So we'll thread the needle on the other side. Left arm lift. Inhale, nice, big twist. Exhale, thread it through. Left shoulder drops, left ear drops. Keep those hips nice and high. Inhale, open up. And exhale, thread it through. Last time, inhale, open up, draw through the collarbone. Exhale, left shoulder drop, left ear drop, left arm slides underneath the right. Keeping those hips nice and high, belly button to the spine, looking over that right shoulder, and one side can feel completely different than the other. So pushing through those right fingertips, looking over that right shoulder, Again, if you want more, you can reach the right fingertips towards the front of the mat, straightening that right arm. You can reach the right hand around to the low back or around to the top of the left thigh, whatever feels good. You're not forcing anything. Looking over the right shoulder. And then slowly unwinding. Right hand comes down, left hand comes back to tabletop position. On your next inhale, rock forward, shoulders back, elbows back. Exhale, lower chest, lower chin. Inhale, sweep the chest forward again, baby cobra. So hands under the shoulders, pulling the hands in towards the body as the chest lifts. Maybe the hand lift this time. So we're really working those muscles in the back. So important for posture. And then exhale, lower down, push into the hands. And lift the hips back to your heels again. So let's spread the knees nice and wide. Sitting the hips back on the heels and then stretching the arms out long, coming to the active child's pose. So you're going to rest your forehead on the mat. Hands onto the fingertips as if there's cupcakes under the palms of the hands that you don't want to squish them. So your elbows are going to be lifted off the mat. On your inhale, think about walking the hands forward a little bit. And then on your exhale, think about sliding the shoulder blades down the spine and sinking the hips closer towards the heels. Again, on your inhale, maybe you walk the fingertips even a millimeter forward. And then on the exhale, sink the hips down again. Really stretching out under the armpits, the back of the shoulders, the lats. Continuing to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. You can squash those cupcakes. On your next inhale, walk the hands over to the left, stacking the right hand on top of the left. Again, letting the forehead rest on the mat, and then sinking the right hip down. Stretching through that right side body, that would feel amazing. Reaching through the right fingertips. Slowly back to center. And then on your next exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Left hand stacked on the back of the right hand. Drop the shoulder down. Inhale, reach through the left fingertip. Exhale, drop the shoulder. Push the left hip bone closer towards the jaw. Sit bone, sorry. One more breath in to reach. One more breath out to deepen. Next inhale, walk the hands back to center. Reach the fingertips out long, cupcakes or squash, the palms of the hands are on the ground. Drop the elbows and then bend the elbows, bringing the palms together behind the head. On the inhale, walk the elbows a little bit farther forward. And then on the exhale, sink the hips down and draw the shoulder blades down the spine. Really feel that stretch on the back of the armpits, the shoulders. If you find your mind starting to wander, which is normal, you can create a mantra for the breath. On your inhale, you can think space. Exhale, you can think let go, whatever feels good for you to bring your awareness back to the breath, back to the body. Sometimes I like to think inhaling, just creating a little bit more space, and then on the exhale, moving the body into that space and moving the mind into that space. So one more breath in here, walk the elbows a little further forward. Exhale, sink the hips down. And then bring the palms to the mat. Dropping the elbows down if they're not already there, and then slithering yourself forward onto the stomach. Bringing the left arm 90 degrees, so it's like a goalpost. You want the elbow to be in line with or just above the shoulder. Pull the shoulder back and then push into the right fingertip. Looking towards the right, you're just going to gently lean over to the left, opening up the left chest, the shoulder. The left shoulder is going to be off the mat. That feels good. You can bring the right toes behind you, coming into a bit of a twist. But again, that's just an option. One more breath in and out. Slowly back to center. Right arm out, full post, same thing. Push into the left fingertip. And then gently roll onto the right. That feels good. You can bring the left toes behind. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Slowly back to center. Bringing the hands under the shoulders. Lift the hips back to your child's pose, reaching the arms out nice and long. Let's tuck the toes here, and then just come to sit on the toes. Just turning, moving the pinky toe and all 10 toes underneath. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's so important. Think about, we're on our feet all the time, and we rarely stretch them. It can be so important to stretch out the toes, the bottoms of the feet. So just notice how that feels for a moment. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. Extending that exhale a little longer than we inhale, telling our bodies that it's okay, it's safe to relax and let go. One more breath in, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down. You're just gonna tap up the toes. That should feel good. And then come to sit back on the heels, hands behind the body. Fingertips towards you, and then just lift the knees a little bit, touching on the top and the ankle, shoulders pull back. And then lower down the knee. Bringing the hands back, tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes. If you have socks on, you can take them off here. Or you can keep them on if that feels better. I just like to take them off, a little bit more grip. So you're going to tuck the toes, hips back, and then push your hips back to your downward facing dog. So just wiggling the hips back and forth, pushing one heel down and then the other. Pushing through the pointer finger and thumb, wrapping triceps back, biceps forward, and pushing the ground away. So think about lifting through the hip creases, belly button, spine, chin to chest. It's better to have your heels lifted and your knees bent and your low back nice and long than have the heels down and your low back round. So just wiggling the hip back and forth, pushing one heel down and the other. Wiggling, moving the hip side to side. On your inhale, you're going to bend the knees and look forward and then walk against the hand. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows, keep your hips apart, just let the head hang. Allow the crown of the head to be heavy. Allow yourself to let go. Inhaling space. Exhaling, allow the body and the mind to sink into the space. Let the face go, the cheeks go. Feel space be created in between the vertebrae. How good does it feel to just completely let go the low back and leg stretch? Then release the hands. Pull through the core and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes last. Reach the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, slide shoulders down the spine, palms forward, Tadasana. So really stretch the fingertips, coming up nice and tall. Feel that energy from the leg all the way to the head. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift. Stick the booty out, draw the shoulders back, lift the heart, nice long spine. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot back, nice slow lunge, drop the back knee. Push the hips down and squeeze that left glute. On your inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, draw shoulders down, shoulders back, elbows into the ribs. Really feel that openness in the chest. Scissoring the hips to feel that openness in the front of the left leg and the front of the hip. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down and around the right foot. Left hand comes down, right arm peels up. Nice big twist. So looking towards the right fingertips. Keep both legs active and strong. Pull the belly button in to twist a little deeper. And then exhale, bring the right hand back down to frame the front foot. Shift the hips back. Straighten the front leg as much as you can. Hand comes underneath the shoulder. Again, on your inhale, big half lift, stick the booty out. And then exhale, forward fold. Again, this front leg can be as straight or as bent as you need. One more breath in, lengthen. One more breath out, then. On your next inhale, lift the chest. Left hand comes down. Right arm peels up. We're going to twist again with a straight or kind of straight leg, looking towards the right fingertips. Find that nice stretch on the outside of that right leg. On your next exhale, bend back into the right foot. Hands frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes and lift that back knee off the mat. Scissor the hips. So strong through both legs. Drop the back heel. On your next inhale, windmill the arms open, pulling yourself up into warrior two. So right foot is forward, left foot is back. Just a gentle flow here to get our energy moving through the body a little bit before we take it back down. So front heel in line with the middle of the back foot. Front knee in line with second to third toe. Bending into the right knee, so right knee is about on top of the ankle. Squeezing the booty to open up those hips. Reaching through the arms and the fingertips. Shoulders drop down and back. Looking forward. Maybe smile. So really engaging both legs. Feeling them get fired up as you pull both legs in together. Bring both arms forward. Left arm on top of right. Back so the palms touch or palms touch. Inhale, lift the elbows up in front of the face. Exhale, push the elbows away from the body. Squeezing the joints together, opening up the back of the heart. Inhale, slowly release the arms out. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Left hand slides along the back leg. Right arm reaches up and over, stay bent deeply into that right, opening up that right side body. And then on your exhale, next exhale, straighten the front leg. Shift the hips back, reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, right fingertips down, left fingertips up, Trikonasana. Imagine you're pulling both legs in together again. Really stretching out the inside of that left leg. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath in. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Windmill both arms back down around the front foot. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulders back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back. Drop the back knee. So again, through those hips, strong through those legs. Squeeze the right glute and then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Feel that nice stretch on the front of that right hip, the front of the right leg. Keep the tailbone tucked a little bit. Then as you exhale, you're going to cactus. So draw the shoulders back down, elbows into the rib. Moving in a way that feels good for you here. Opening up the chest and engaging the muscles in the back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Right hand comes down. Left hand peels up. Nice, easy twist. Think about pulling the right shoulder back. So that right pinky finger goes towards the outside edge of the mat. Imagine you're pushing the outside of the left hand against the wall. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down to frame the foot. Shift the hips back. Lift the left toes a little or a lot. Left leg can be straight or bent to be stretching out the back of that left leg. On the inhale, think pulling the heart forward, shoulders back, lifting the sit bone. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Bringing yourself back to that intention you set at the beginning of practice. If you set one, or bringing yourself to the present by just bringing your awareness to the body, breath. And your inhale, lift the chest, right hand comes down, left arm fills up, twist again. Feel that stretch on the outside of that left leg. And then exhale, left hand comes down. We're going to bring the front foot, tuck the back toes, and lift the back knee off the mat. Fire up those legs, really nice and solid. And then drop the back heel. Windmill the arms open. Warrior two. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. Again, back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. My mat's slippery. Front foot is facing forward, front heel in line with the middle of the back foot. Front knee in line with second to third toe. Reaching the arms out. Front knee on top of that front ankle. Pulling the feet in together energetically. Shoulders pull back and down. Belly in, and then looking forward. And breathe. As you exhale, try and relax into the pose a little more. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. So right hand slides along the back leg. Left arm up and over. Stay bent in that left knee. Feel that left side body stretch. Making sure there's not too much weight on that right hand. And on your next inhale, straighten the front leg, shift the hips back. Open up the palms. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Right hand comes up, Trikonasana. So we're really opening up those hips, that side body. Making sure there's not too much weight on that left hand. Keeping the chest open, giving that nice stretch on that right side body. And breathe. Nose, big space, find length in the low back and the left side body. Exhale, maybe go a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, windmill the arms down around the front foot. Deep breath in, look forward. And exhale, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Push into the hands and step the feet back, downward facing dog. And then just drop to the knees, spread them nice and wide, top of the feet on the mat, and just reach the fingertips up nice and long, coming into a child's pose. Staying a little bit active in the child's pose, tending onto the fingertips, so there's those cupcakes under the palm. Relaxing your forehead on the mat. And just reconnecting with that breath. You're going to squash the cupcakes, tuck the toes, and lift the hips back to your downward facing dog. You're going to flip the right leg up behind you, coming into three-legged dog. Then you're going to bend the knee, curl it forward, and drop the shin bone down. So the right knee comes in line with the right ankle, and the right knee in line with the right wrist, and the right ankle is going to be in line with the left wrist, coming into pigeon pose. So we're going to start holding some nice, easy postures, and I want you to be able to get into a position where you can let go. So we have two options here. We're really stretching up the outer hip. So coming into pigeon, if that feels good for you, making sure there's no pain in the knee. Instead of being rolled over on the hip to the side, you want to make sure the hips are square. So if it's uncomfortable for you and you have some pillows, you can bring a pillow under your butt here. You can bring another pillow under the hip. So I want to stay here for a minute or so we really are able to let go and release. So you can bring another pillow under the front of the hip if that feels good. And then if you have another pillow, you can bring it under the forehead and under the chest and just drape your body over the pillow in the front. And if that's uncomfortable for you, if you have any pain in the knee, you can come onto the back, coming into figure four. So left foot is down. Outside edge of right foot is on top of the left knee. And then just pushing that right knee out to the side. And then option to interlock the hands behind the hamstring and pull the knee into the chest. So it's a little bit more active on the back, but if you can manage in pigeon, let's stay there. So we're just going to get ourselves nice and comfortable and relax into the pose. So staying with that mantra on the inhale, think lengthen, create space. On the exhale, sinking deeper into that space. Now that the body has slowed down even more, it's common for the mind to begin to wander. So we really want to keep our awareness on the breath. Remembering that it's completely normal for the mind to wander, so without getting frustrated or annoyed that it's wandered, just noticing when and if it has, and then lovingly guiding the awareness back to the breath and back to the body. And the inhale, feeling openness, feeling space. Exhale, feeling a little bit more deeper in the stretch, giving yourself permission to let go and relax. One more breath in here. One more breath out. Push into the hands, slowly rise yourself up. Tuck the back toes and push yourself back to your downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips back and forth, walk one heel up and the other, and just notice how the thighs feel a little different now. On your next inhale, sweep the left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee. Rock forward, lower the left knee in line with the left wrist. Slide the right leg back. Same thing on your inhale, lengthen. And then on the exhale, just settle yourself into that pigeon pose. So stuffing anywhere with pillows or blanket and just getting yourself nice and comfy. And again, focusing on that breath. On the inhale, thinking space. On the exhale, letting go. Giving yourself permission to let go in this posture, giving yourself permission to quiet the mind. Focusing on that breath when the mind begins to wander. In through the nose, think space. Out through the nose, think deeper and relax. Feel that openness in the head. One more breath in. One more breath out, thinking a little deeper. And pushing into the hands. And slowly walking yourself back up to your pigeon pose and sweeping the legs around. We're going to come onto our backs. So if you have pillows, it was handy. If not, that's okay too if you have pillows or blankets. But again, if not, we can make do without the pillows. We're going to come down onto our back. And we're going to come into that nice easy twist again. So you're going to grab the right knee, squeeze it into the chest. And then as you exhale, you're going to drape it across the body. Right arm comes out to the side. So you can complete this pose without any cushions. If you do have cushions and you want to put some pillows under that right knee, so you can just allow yourself to let go a little bit more, and then reopen that right shoulder so the shoulder reaches towards the mat, and then you can bring the left hand to the right knee. The left leg is down and straight. And again, with the pillows underneath it, just give your leg the option to just let go instead of holding. And then give yourself a couple moments to wiggle around, get comfy. And then once you do, just reconnect to that breath. In through the nose, think safe. Out through the nose, sink into that space that you've created. Allowing yourself to be here and be now. Only thing that is real. The past is gone. The future has not yet come. Whether we're thinking about what may or may not happen, thinking about the past, none of it is real anymore. All that we have is this moment. So enjoy the just feeling of breathing, being still in your body. One more breath out. Really unwind. Back to the center, give it another squeeze. And then exhale, release it down. You might have to shift your hips over to the left a little. And bring the left knee into the chest, give it a nice squeeze. And then drape it across the body. Again, you can bring pillows underneath the knee, under the left knee if that feels good for you. And then left arm reaches out to the side. One side can feel completely different than the other. You have the right hand on the left knee, just looking towards the left fingertip, keeping the gaze soft. And again, coming back to that breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Relaxing any areas that we don't need to be tensing, relaxing the face and the shoulders. Supported by the ground. Flexing the neck, the jaw. Right. Breath up there. Back. The chest, give a nice big hug. Bring the forehead to the hands. And then relax the head back down, coming into happy baby. Again, the way we started. Grab the outside, the back of the hamstring, sorry, the outside of the shins, the calf, or the outside of the feet, just massaging the low back. Together. So a couple options here for the next pose, depending on what feels good for you. So you can bring the soles of the feet together and allow them to fall out to the side. So really opening up the inner hips, the inner thighs, bringing the arms out into gold hooked arms back to the hands on the mat. Or if you want to bring the feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow the knees to knock in together. So whatever feels better for you, just getting into a position where you feel like you can completely let go. So opening up the chest and opening up the hips. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana with the knees wide, You can stack some pillows under the outside of the legs to allow them to rest if that feels good. You can also bring a pillow under the back here if that feels good for you, and allow the chest to open a little bit more, allowing the back of the head to rest on the ground, allowing the neck to be long. Again, whatever feels good for you here, and then just taking a couple minutes to settle into the posture. Again, inhale, take space. Exhale, allowing yourself to sink into the space that we've created. Space in the body, space in the mind. Our last pose before the final Shavasana. Enjoying time. How often do we get time to ourselves to do something positive for ourselves, enjoying and acknowledging ourselves for taking this time out to do something positive for our bodies and our minds and our souls. Our bodies together. If you have pillows anywhere, just gently remove them. And if you have a blanket or a sweater, socks that you want to grab to make yourself nice and cozy for the final Shavasana, we're going to finish our final resting pose with the heels to the outside edges of the mat, allowing your toes to fall out to the side. Hands down by your side, palms facing up sometimes. Pillows under the knees can feel good. Just allowing yourself to get comfortable for the most important part of practice. And when you're ready, closing down the eyes. Acknowledging yourself again for coming out, doing something positive for yourself. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top, feel the lips. And slowly exhale through the nose. And now just allow your breath to return to normal. Feeling supported. Still mind. We're going to do a couple rounds of breath that will bring you into a deeper state of relaxation, getting ready for the rest of the evening. So we're going to inhale for 5 through the nose, hold for 7 at the top, and exhale for 8. feeling relaxed. For inhale for 5. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 5.
Thank you and have a beautiful evening.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thanks for staying on.
Thank you very much. It was brilliant.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.